Passive aggressive is him right now. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to fight you. I'm just going to not be available. So what I would do here with him is bend him right. And don't cross the right rein over to do it. Take the right hand in. And just wait him out a minute here. And take a couple squeezes on that outside rein and say, round, hars. You forgot. There, just work through that. Just let him figure it out. You're not going to give up. You're not going to get more rash. Just keep that and keep asking with that outside rein. This is what I went through with him the other night. Remember I said it was just ugly for a minute, right? He's like, no! And he just kind of stays there in that position. And you just kind of got to keep bumping him up there and taking a squeeze on the rein. Bump him up and squeeze on the rein. There. And then relax. There. And tell him he's the best horse ever in the whole wide world. And if he comes up again, then you can use a more subtle, squeeze on the outside rein. But initially, if he wants to be like sort of ignoring you, which is what I would call that, there, now you can trot. Stays nice and through on the bit there for you. There you go. And just carry that left rein. Right shoulder back. And down a little bit. You see how? And now look up where you want to go. Your horse is on the bit. You don't need to study. You don't need to study that anymore. Yeah, just look where you want to ride. He's on the bit. Feel him there. So your outside hand at this point is it's that half-halting rein, Sherri. But you can't hold a horse on the bit. So this is where it comes down to that feel thing, where you kind of feel what's happening. You feel him sort of stiffen against you. You feel him begin to lose his balance or whatever. And you half halt and you close your legs and you reposition him. You rebalance him. You just make little subtle moves on the horse to help his quadruped body move over the surface of the ground on an uneven surface, essentially. He's got to be rebalanced all the time, and that's your job as a rider, is just to rebalance him so he can stay on the bit looking like he's doing something. But he's a body in motion, and so if it's static, so for me, what I want you to do is go inside your body and make sure that you're taking a feel on that left rein out there, that you've not frozen on it, that you're not death gripped on it. And I'm not saying you are or you aren't. I'm just saying feel it. Ask him to come a little rounder. And right in here, he's kind of coming up a little bit. Ask him to be just a little bit rounder, a little bit more through on that side. And then you can ask for a bit more trot. Yeah, there you go. Now you got your horse in there. And then as you increase their speed and decrease their speed, they lose their balance and their head comes up, and that's what putting a horse is on the bit. You just keep putting them back into a balanced position so that they can remain on the bit with their head and neck wherever you want, whether it's down or a more higher level of collection. There you go. That's it. And your left hand is so much better at minding his own business over there. Your right hand, that guy, he needs a talking to. But lefty is out there. The one thing I would tell you about your left hand is just make sure that you're not holding tension in that arm. And then you can go right shoulder back again, and you can look up. Look where you're going. Look out between his ears at your touch spots. Your horse is on the bit. All you got to do is worry about, am I keeping a nice steady rhythm? Is he going to continue to go forward to the bit again and forward again and forward again? Just, and that's the issue you have with this guy. He wants to get behind your leg. You got to catch that and fix it. That's it. So you got a much simpler job now with him than you had, 2 months ago. And there he could be a little rounder with a little more forward feel to the trot. Yeah, it doesn't have to be necessarily faster. It just needs to be a little more energetic looking to me. And I think if you get him a little rounder in the outside, there you go, you're gonna have that look. He's just gonna be just bring that back up a little bit. whenever you're ready, I want to do a little canter work this way and see if we can keep it just as good. What I'm finding with Kaylee in the canter, Sherri, is you've got to kind of overbend him right to help him stay in your left rein into the canter. Does that make sense to you? So that you still have that same feel that you've had so nicely in the left hand in the trot, that he keeps in it in the canter. And what he'll do when he makes that canter depart is he'll flip over and go to your right rein in the future. Once he's departed, he comes around nicely in your left rein again. Get the bend again on the right. There you go. And then keep a hold of him on the left. Don't pull him. Just keep asking him to stay round in it and bumping him off of your right side. And lift that right hand. Don't pull it down. Pull it down. Think, use it like you did. And it doesn't have to be up that high, Sherri, but it needs to not go down your leg. Okay? So that you can do the same exercise you did to the left, where you kind of bring your right hand to the right and ask him to kind of overbend a little to the right. Really soften on that right side and give on that right side and really allow you to ride him with that left rein only. And just as a gymnastics thing, you wouldn't overbend him in your test. But we might do that here to just see if you'll really soften on that right side and really give you that nice feel. Then you carry the hand down and you go like, yeah, it's too hard. Super. There you go. Just get him organized again.